and they slaughtered. They killed babies, women. They cut pregnant women's bellies open, stomped on the baby, right? And it seemed like those people didn't get judged for that. But the Most High is waiting and preparing to bring back that vengeance, man. Do you see yourself on this side? You don't? Where's your father come from?
From here, actually.
Your father's Quebecois?
Yeah.
Okay, Quebecois. Okay. So most likely you'd be an Edomite. Okay, you'd be from the nation of Edom, most likely. All right, unless your father goes back to so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans somehow, some way. Then other than that, you would be considered an Edomite. And the Most High is coming back to destroy the nation of Edom, right? Because this is your present rulership. After this World War III happens, which is going to happen because it's prophesied to happen. I'm reading about it right now. Your people, all the Edomites, the so-called white people you see, they'll be going into slavery along with the rest of the heathen. All right, that's prophecy, man. All right, we'll continue with this. This is verse 4 again. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. All right, so he's the one who's gonna muster the host of this battle, man, which is gonna be World War III. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation, which is going into the nuclear missile, because the Lord put it in those German scientists' mind to create those nuclear weapons. All right, and he really created it so that they could destroy themselves, man. Right, because World War III is going to be what? A nuclear war. That's why there's a nuclear race. They have a nuclear arms race. America keeps telling these other nations, don't be building, we don't want you building any nuclear weapons. Right? North Korea is threatening America. Why? Because now they have that nuclear power. It's evening the playing field. All right? The two bullies on the block, once they go head to head, which is America and Russia, right? That's when World War III is going to be popping off, and it's going to be a nuclear war. All right? And the indignation to destroy the whole land. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. All right. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. All right. Imagine having knowing that nuclear missiles are on their way right now here, right? Which can destroy a whole province, man. Two nuclear missiles can destroy a whole province, man. Okay. So imagine when you hear that they're on their way here. That's going to be a very scary and a terrible time, right? You're going to be like, oh shoot, right?
It's going to be fun and chaotic.
It's going to be chaotic, and that's what's going to happen. All right. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman in travail. As a woman that travaileth, they shall be amazed. One at another, their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it, man. So the land of America is going to be the main land that's going to be wiped off of the face of the planet, and no one's ever going to inhabit that land again, all right? Because that's known as Babylon the Great, the top land, the top country of you Edomites, all right? The Edomites, that's their capital. City, so to speak, would be America.
That makes sense, yeah.
All right, and it's known as Babylon the Great because he spreads his wine through all these nations. Or I should say, she spreads her wine through all these nations. All right, and with that, which the wine represents philosophies, the democracy. They so-called come to democracy, right? They go to the Middle East. All of a sudden, the McDonald's pops up. Okay, the homosexuality pops up, transgenderism. The women take off their hijab, they want to be Americanized. Okay, that's the wine of America, which is known as Babylon the Great, and that's why the Most High, who you ignorantly call God, who people ignorantly call God, he's going to come back and destroy that land off of the face of the earth for all that wickedness that it has done. All right, not only for the philosophies, but also how was that land gotten? Right, that land was gotten by what? By blood, right? Matter of fact, let me read that in Numbers 33, and it clearly says in the scriptures that you can't have a land that's gotten that's gotten by blood, and it's just going to stay there. No, something has to happen in order to cleanse that land of that innocent blood. Right? This is Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. All right. So those people that shed that blood, they're here today, man. Right? There's something called reincarnation in the Bible. Right? So they say, "Oh, I wasn't me who did slavery." According to the Bible, that is you, man. You are your forefathers coming back. Okay? You were those people. Like you said, oh, they didn't get judged for it, right? Right? So they did all that wickedness. They hanged people for no reason. They killed women and children, and they just get to go to sleep peacefully in their old age. The scriptures doesn't say that. The scriptures say that they come back in their lot. There's reincarnation. All right, so they're here now. So this is going to be the time of their great judgment. This is going to be the time of the judgment of the Edomites. All right, and that's what we're here to foretell you before it happens. All right, and with World War III, that's what's going to issue in the end of your world. Okay, and that's, you know it right now. All right, and so like it said what? The blood cannot be cleansed except by the blood of him that shed it. So this is what we're standing on right now, is a graveyard. Native Americans. All right, this is a graveyard. All right, which they're Israelites. Native Americans are Israelites. They come from the tribe of Gad. Okay, matter of fact, I was just reading something about the Edomites. Right, about what would happen to them, because people try to fight tooth and nail. No, the Edomites are done away with. According to the Bible, the Edomites are the end of the world. They will be ruling at the end of the world. Okay, which is now, which are the so-called white people. They are Edomites. All right, they are known as Edom. Right? What was the proof? Haman, which was a Macedonian, which Macedon is right next to what? Greece. He was known as an Edomite, an Amalekite. So that's how we know that they're the Edomites that the Bible speaks of. Okay? And not only him, but Antipater, Alexander the Greek's father was a Macedonian. Right? And we know Alexander the Greek was a so-called white man, right? So this is Isaiah 63, verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom? Right? Like I said, the Edomites, right? Edom, right? With dyed garments from Basra, which is the capital city of Edom. Okay. Back in the ancient world, because your land used to be Edom. Right now, this is not your land. Obviously, you stole this land. The Edomites stole this land, right? So this is not their original land. Their original land would be in Edom, land of Edom, that area. Okay. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak righteousness, mighty to save. All right, which is talking about the Lord. This is a prophecy talking about the Lord coming back. When it says a metaphor of him having blood on his garments coming from Edom, it's representing the amount of killing that he's going to be doing to the Edomites. All right, but not only the Edomites, really these other nations too. His main target are the Edomites.
Like it's targeting Edom, not Edomites as Edomites, but
really,
Edom,
but he's also targeting Edomites as well. But whoever else is in there that's not righteous is going to get targeted as well, right? Because the prophecy says that 2/3 of our own people, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are Israelites, right? They're going to also 2/3 of them are going to die too, all right? Because they're not taking heed to this word, which is for them, all right? So most of them are going to die, but the Edomites, so-called white people, they're the main targets that the Lord's going to come back and kill, all right? According to all the prophecies, all right? Because of all the wickedness that they've done on the planet, all right? Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me, for I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury. All right, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. All right. So according to this, the Lord is coming back in great anger. How do they teach you about the Lord? Now they teach you that guy, right? Jesus. That's what they say is Jesus Christ, right? Which they say he's coming back all soft, and we're coming back to give rainbow, and everyone can be saved. According to the Bible, that's not so. All right. At least you have enough sense to know that doesn't make sense according to what I'm reading here, right? At least you have enough sense to know that. I'll give you that.
I didn't go to church a lot, but all that they said to me was like, they don't accept this, don't accept that, and if you do it, they do nothing. I don't believe that. If they don't accept it, it's gonna do something. He's thinking, man.
He's using his brain, and a lot of people don't think. Because the Lord said what? They say he hates the sin. No, according to the Bible, it says he hates the sinners. Okay, there's a recompense for all those actions that you do. You understand? like they say the law is done away with, right? They say, okay, the law is done away with. Hold on. So why don't you kill? That goes back to the laws that was given to Moses, man. All right. The reason they don't want to adhere to that law is because it puts them. It's too strict. They won't be able to eat this. They won't be able to do this. They don't really want to adhere to the laws of God, man. They want to do whatever they want and expect to be saved at the end of that, which that's not logical. It's not logical. Okay. Which I'll get some in the New Testament that they don't even want to hear. Right. Even if I bring it out to them, they don't want to hear it. All right. This is oh, at least you're using your head. I'll give you that. This is Matthew 5 verse 17. This is the Lord speaking. It's in red letters. Okay. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Okay. So the Lord didn't come back to destroy the law. He came back to fulfill the prophecies. All right, that was written about him. Like I was just reading a prophecy in Isaiah. That's the Old Testament, but it speaks about the Lord, which is in the New Testament. All right. So it said what? He didn't come to destroy the law, which means the law is still in effect. The Lord kept the law. You can't just, as an Israelite, because really the law was given to the Israelites, right? So really other people following this it's in vain because it's not for them unless they go back to the Israelites somehow. All right, which we have people who look like different nations, right? But they're actually Israelites, right? Or there's even some Quebecois people who actually are Israelites, okay? But even though they identify as Quebecois, they identify as so-called white people, according to their ancestries, they'll go back to a Native American or a so-called black person. But that's according to the spirit, okay? Yeah. That's according to the spirit. But if you're an Edomite, there's no hope for you, period. When the Lord comes, there's no hope, period, all right? But like I said, right, the law, right, if the law wasn't intact, you would be able to do whatever you want. You'd be able to eat whatever, basically you can eat a dead body.